Okay, hello everyone. I got a few questions on how to do number 5 and number 10 in 2.5, and they're actually the same setup. The answers are going to end up being the same. The way you do them is the same. So it says this is number 10, but number 5 is just like it. So it says let f be x squared minus 6x, and we want to prove that the limit as x goes to 3 of f of x is -9. So we proceed as follows. We say given any epsilon, we need to find a number delta such that as long as x minus the distance between x and 3 is less than delta, then the distance between f of x and -9 is less than epsilon. And the question is, what is the largest value of delta that is sure to make this work? Notice it says that the delta is going to be given in terms of epsilon. So what I want to do is I just want to look at these two expressions and I want to compare them and see if there's any similarities. So I'm going to start off with, first we want x minus 3 to be less than delta, and we want to choose delta to be some function of epsilon. So if we can relate this expression with this other expression, I'll highlight it in green, x squared minus 6x minus -9. We need that to be less than epsilon. Okay, so notice this is just saying the distance between f of x and -9. That's the absolute value of that. But it also, if we simplify it, it ends up being an expression that looks like this. It's x squared minus 6x, and then minus -9 becomes +9. And if you stare at that a second, you might realize that you can factor that, and it factors as x minus 3 times x minus 3. Okay. So now we want to choose delta so that if x minus 3 is less than delta, that implies that x minus 3 squared is less than epsilon. Okay, so we need x minus 3 squared to be less than epsilon. So how do I turn this expression into that expression? Well, I just take the square root of both sides, right? So let me just say that x minus 3 squared, if I take the square root of that, I'll just get x minus 3 is less than the square root of epsilon. So now when I'm comparing these things, they're the exact same expression. So I need to choose delta to be equal to the square root of epsilon, and that'll give me what I want. So now that I've done that scratch work, I choose delta to be the square root of epsilon, and then, of course, if x minus 3 is less than delta, which is the square root of epsilon, that's going to imply that x minus 3 times x minus 3 is less than, well, now it's square root of epsilon times square root of epsilon, which is equal to epsilon. So that's getting what we needed, right? That's showing that this thing right here or this thing right here is less than epsilon. So I guess the trick there was that it factored, and it factored as x minus 3 squared. So I just took the square root of both sides. And 5 and 10 are the exact same sort of problem. Well, you'll have some expression, and then the thing factors as x minus a squared. And so you just need to take the square root of epsilon for your delta value. So hopefully that helps clear those two problems up. Thanks for your time.